So we're kind of doing this by the fly. I don't have a tripod, I don't have anything, so basically, where's it at? You have this clip right here, push down, slide out, push down. Oh baby, it helps if you loosen them up, but there we go. Okay. It'd help if I didn't have all these straps in the way though. That is on there. I can't get back in. Alright, I just wasn't being manhandling it enough. So this side of the bag I've got my food, so forth. Check that out. Nice good Velcro seal. We have zip ties. We have rubber gloves. And everything's going everywhere. We have rubber gloves. Oh, these are paper towels. We have boot liners. Some of those are blow away. We have turkey chili with beans. The guys are going to love me tonight, tomorrow. We have vegetable beef stew. Alright, those are just add water. Then we have tire spoons, chair, tools, some JB Weld, a lighter. I don't need it because I'm going to throw it on the floor. Then we have a siphon hose and a tow strap with a carabiner in there in case someone falls down. So let's get this stuff out of the way and we'll go to the other side. Now, side number 2. Oh, that's cute. Make sure you latch them down. Holy moly. I think what it is when we were on top of the hill, I cinched everything down and really didn't put any planning into it. So anyway, so we got this side bag, and I actually have, oh, more zip ties. For the quick release buckles when they break, if they break when you crash, I've got 2 of them instead of just a 1-pack. I've got a 2-pack. Let's see here. Well, these bags are all scratched up now. So anyways, okay, bag number 2. All right, we have Frog Dog jacket. We have tuna packs. We have granola bars, Slim Jims, and some silverware, a lighter. It looks like some mayonnaise. 1 package of mayonnaise, it looks like. I must have been interrupted when I was doing that. So, looks like dry tuna it is. Garbage bags for your feet. Some Walmart sandwich bags, Walmart bags for your feet. Pair of gloves. Can of beans. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not a good thing. So we got a can of beans. Another empty gallon bag. First aid kit. Alright. And I don't think I brought a can of chunky soup. Or did I? No, I did not. A saw and my stove. Well, see what happens when you get interrupted when you're packing. You forget shit. So we got a sifter, 2 little mini mining gold panning pans, little 6-inch things, and then the sifter. I got enough snacks, I'll be fine. Alright, I'm putting it all back in, and we're gonna get eating, I guess. So I don't even need the stove. I can eat the beans cold, and I just need to add water to these, and I'm ready to rock and roll. Okay, well, let's just say the Enduristan luggage setup that I have got the ultimate torture test. It went 145 miles around Lake City and Silverton, hit and miss rain, multiple big deep mud puddles, creek crossings, you name it. Well, I never do anything halfway, so let's elevate it. We load up and we leave camp yesterday morning. We beat the rain, we got loaded up, and then it rained the whole entire way home. Some spots, once we hit Amarillo to Dallas area, it was 2 inches an hour or so. I mean, it was really, really bad. So not only did this stuff get tested out at 20 to 30 miles an hour during rain, it also got tested out at highway speeds, interstate speeds with serious thunder cells coming down. So that is the ultimate test. We're going to go ahead and we're going to wait for the weather to let up a little bit, because I have 100% faith in this luggage now to where nothing is going to be wet. Yes, I left everything packed on the bike as it was when we left our camp yesterday evening. So it was a down and dirty load up, and let's head back to Dallas so we could make work tomorrow. So everything is the same as it was when I loaded up from camp yesterday morning. So we're going to go ahead, and it's probably going to sit out here for another couple hours. We're going to open it up and we're going to see just how well this Enduristan luggage held up to my abuse, as well as the abuse only Colorado and Texas thunderstorms can offer in the end of August. So stick around, you don't want to miss this. Will my gear be dry inside? We'll find out. So let's go ahead and see how the luggage fared. Oh, I hate dealing with straps when they're wet. Again, this is the Tornado 25-liter dry bag. Clip, clip. Will the stuff be dry inside? Look at that, guys. Look at that. Not a stitch of water anywhere in there. Everything is bone dry. Woo, smelly socks. Quilt, dry. One sock. Why do I have one sock? Gloves. Oh, here's the other sock. Dry. Dry. Bags. I don't know what the hell. Uh-oh, is it wet? Nope. Just dirty. Light. I'm not going to throw that, as well as I'm not going to throw this either. Yeah. I'm getting ready to throw it. All right. Bags, my panning pans, tent, shorts, pillow. Oh, excuse me, that was a towel. Stakes, tent poles, and tent. Saw, poncho, there go the panning pans. Everything dry. Everything is 100% dry in here. After all that seriously nasty weather that we just got done dealing with in Colorado for a couple days, and the 16-hour trip home in rain that was sometimes as heavy as a couple inches an hour at 65 to 80 miles an hour. This stuff is legit. That's the top bag. Again, that is the Enduristan Tornado 25 liter dry bag. Link in the description below. Saves you 10% off everything on their website. Can't get enough of this stuff, man. I think this bag might go for like $100. Well worth it. How did the saddlebags do? Well, I guess there's no time like the present to figure it out, is there? Ugh. Oh, my Lord. Oh, there we go. Okay, remember the hooks? Hook that way. It helps to undo them. Get into them. Okay, but water in the top. I'm gonna move. All right, a little bit better view. See that water all the way through. I mean, soaking wet. Inside pouch. No water in there at all. Get the zip ties back in there. Hello. Well, a little bit of moisture. Right here, it's a little bit of water right there. See that? All right, well, let's see here. As far as everything being dry, yeah, everything's dry in here. It's just the top part of the roll rag got a little bit wet, but there is nothing inside the bag at all. Just gonna stuff that back down in there. And that could have been my own fault for not having it rolled down enough. It could have happened when I undid it. So, who knows? Let's go ahead and grab this other. Oh, let's go ahead and grab this other side. And see what we got. All right, here we go. Other side. See what we got. Any bets on how they fared? A little bit of water. Let's see, we got standing water right here. See all that standing water, little puddles? I mean, there's a lot of water on the outside of these bags. You know what? It did. It came in from when I opened the bags up. So that would be my fault. Blanket. Okay, this was on the very top. If these bags would have been leaking, that would have been wet. There is no water on that at all. I don't want water on that. Throw it over here on the 390. Got a shirt, undershirt, it's dry. Nothing wet. Everything is bone dry. So I would have to say these are as close to waterproof as you're gonna find on luggage of this type. These are the Blizzard 2.15 saddlebags. These are about 15 liters a piece. On the website, it lists them at 15 for the two. That is not the case. If you take the measurements, the width, height, and the depth, and you convert it over to cubic liters, these run right at about 14.89 liters each. So don't let the website fool you. I'm here to tell you these are not 7.5 liter bags. So there may be a little bit of confusion as far as the language goes, as far as how they word such things where these bags are manufactured. So anyway, there you have it. I would say success. So again, Blizzard 2.15 saddlebags. We just did the Tornado 25 liter tail bag, dry bag. Everything 100% dry inside the bags. And that was a pretty brutal test. So again, check out the link in the description below. Save everything from that link 10%, but you got to use that link to save that 10%. Thanks for watching till the end. And as always, life's an adventure. Live it like one.